You, your soul and your body, this thing that you call I, is simply a reflection of truth. Let's start at the point of truth. Truth is one singular. And when I say singular, it stretches infinitely, I would say more horizontal than vertically, but a single flat mirror. But it's not made of glass. It is not flat. It is not even horizontally. This universe and beyond universes is a flat space. Is it towering upwards like I? Is it flat like horizon? It matters not. Mind cannot explore what this is. So is this mirror shines outwards? Does it have two sides? Is it shining outwards? This mirror shines inwards. See, that's where the mind starts getting really puzzled, and that's good, because the object of this is not to feed your mind. The object is to open your pure mind into becoming something that it never thought it could be. But of course, that's ego that thinks that. Because ego is conditioned into thinking, this is all I am. This is what everyone says I am. So therefore I must be this I am. Human, projecting outwards. This mirror that shines inwards, this whole of life, whole of source, whole of beyond life, whole of all lives, all universes, all galaxies shine within this mirror, within this mirror. You know, since awakening, since this experience of witnessing this reflective thing, it is quite obvious that everything that a human being does, and even an animal does, and even nature does, and even the planets do, and even the universe do, is many reflections of the ultimate reflection. Every clue is in everything about this one thing. You look in the mirror. You see a reflection of your body. Who is looking at what? And what purpose does the mirror serve? You're looking to see something that you are curious about, or interested in, or concerned about. So with the mirror, you can see it. You can see the opposite of what your eyes see. Your eyes see outwards. In the mirror, they see inwards. Now, this is the truth, you see. This mirror that is source is not really a flat mirror. It is simple and ultimate, infinite, eternal, colossal energy. Energy. that has one heartbeat but pumps within, when this mirror gave birth to itself through consciousness and I. You see, mirror, I believe, the only thing that I really don't know is that the mirror itself, imagine the space. This mirror is boundless, but it has structure and it's horizontal. The birth of I creates this cross, and the birth of I through consciousness, through this mother. The mirror created its own man and woman as a reflection of itself, what you could call as the mirror of the universe. The universe reflects itself somewhere beyond our imagination. This creation enshrouded this cross or this mirror with a reflective mirror following through it, enshrouded by this consciousness. Consciousness creates all things. This mirror that became a cross, but not a cross as your mind will try and interpret. Space within this flat mirror inside. It stretches upwards and downwards in your mind until it cannot go any further. But it goes beyond left, beyond right, cross, reflection, the opposite, up and down, so that everything goes up and down. It is not actually a cross, it's a big cube, but it has no boundaries. Consciousness creates a circle within a square within a cross. Consciousness creates light, darkness, and all life. It is moving. This mirror was still. This mirror is always still. The I that enshrouds it is the idea. You see? The idea, the I. You are an idea, a thought. I is a thought, the initial thought, I. Consciousness comes, am. Consciousness creates stillness, and both mirrors, same mirror, reflect off each other, creating billions of mirrors. Billions of light forces against the same mirror, you see. They're not creating many mirrors. The big almighty mirror is created its own planes, its own surfaces, its own shapes within these three shapes: square, circle, and cross. That's why mathematicians love the universe. It created maths for them. It created everything for us. This truth. Everything within this whole encapsulating shapes, which is boundless and stretches limitlessly, is within. You see? It is within. So it's not shining outwards. It is always shining inwards. It now looks to any... if there's another mirror, and I don't know, there may be another God, another source, another what, I don't know, but I don't think so. But if you were this other God and you looked at it, there was space around it, even though it was fading, it would look like a diamond, a crystallized diamond, where all of these things met together and created one moment. A big O. stillness and movement. Consciousness is moving, feminine, very moving, heart-rendering. I is male. This upward eye that this flat mirror created as a reflection of itself and brought itself to life, you see. The mirror is now life. It now sees on its own behalf. And everything within, as I've said previously, is all of this. Universes and galaxies and contradictions and superseding as this clue from our new contemporary life as a fiber optic ball that creates millions and billions of signals and pictures and images and music and ideas and communication tools to everyone. Everything is accessible now in this fiber optic tiny version of this whole encompassing truth. Everything is a clue. The diamond, when you place it on a windowsill in the sunlight, how many reflections and how often does it change through the sun moving, you see? Consciousness is always moving and things are overlaying, overlapping, interjecting. So therefore, the moment you, if you're so lucky, if you are so disciplined, if you so really have the urge to meet this, you won't get that close, you see. You'll get to the door of the universe, to the secondary mirror, the Holy Spirit, as we call it in religion. If you get that close, you will see a reflection of yourself. Because in this hall of mirrors, no one escapes themselves, you see. We are all interjecting into each other. But the moment your truth is revealed to your soul, not your mind and body, the moment it is revealed is very crucial, because that moment, everything in its time-based, as the light of consciousness and the darkness of consciousness flashes around this mirror at billions and billions of light seconds, and changing constantly, universes, planets and everything. That moment is like a camera shot. And the truth that was revealed at that moment is the truth. For that moment, you see. For that singular one moment. You're getting a snapshot of what it was like before everything merged. And you're also getting the experience of the snapshot. Truth is revealed, but the moment after it's revealed, consciousness again starts moving and moving and moving and moving, and it's masked. The truth that your soul saw, the soul that you saw and yourself, is now becoming confused and overlaid, and the light is shining and it is becoming very, very misty, and eventually you start blubbering some nonsense like this. But beyond that moment, which is the beginning, there is more, you see. Within this crystallized mirror of all-encompassing whole mirrors, which reflect outwards in our human way, but inwards in our true way. You see, we are halfway in the mirrors. Ideas and concepts that come from us create new mirrors around us, so we can project outwards, but we can also project inwards and see where the light comes from. It comes from all around, you see. The same, another clue. We are enshrouded by light, and then next day enshrouded by dark. I don't know if your mind understands this. I'm hoping not. You see, I'm hoping that it gets to your core being, the core of your mirror, the core of your body, where everything projects from and projects both ways, inwards and outwards, like this mirror that you are. When it is seen within, you are going nearer the core of consciousness, the point of the meeting. You see the beginning. The beginning is in the point, right in the very center of the cross, in the center of the square, in the center of the circle is truth. Everything comes from this point. Again, another clue. A single universe, as Mr. Stephen Hawking and many great scientists have said, that this great bang, Big Bang, started from this point. But that's not the true point, you see, because this mirror had to create the darkness also, so that this point of light does not come from another place, it comes from the same place. The mirror is shining both ways. It's pointing in darkness and pointing in light, creating a whole universe which appears as a Big Bang. But the Big Bang came long before that. The Big Bang was the meeting between all of these three. The mirror, its idea, and its need to see itself, to experience itself, to experience the source of energy that it is, and its capability of creating anything. So many lives shining from the mirrors within the mirror. So many universes, so many contradictions, so many timescales, centuries, so many species, so many planets, many subplanets, zillions and zillions of planets, you see. But you know what? When it stops, if it stops, it returns to one mirror, one thing, one source, one planet within itself. One mini world for it to create through all our experiences in every planet, in every star, in every species, from every human, all being saved. Not as we see it, not as we experience it, but the whole essence that this mirror gets from this whole source of its own creation will be the result of this beyond. So what happens, this beyond? If and when this is all over, this mirror is left with one planet, one being, one of everything. And we are all that single being, if we're so lucky, living on this one planet that makes no sense. Beyond this mirror of truth is what? Is as it is now, I believe. Silence, stillness, profound love, profound essence, profound everything in its heightened state, where everything will be born from. Because this mirror, when it created itself to see itself, was only testing out the waters, only trying to see what was available, so that it, amongst everything, amongst every experience, every action, every piece of nature, every moment, every star, every space, every dark matter, every black hole, every atmosphere, every piece of gravity, everything that human worlds have made as an identity has come together so that it can experience a collective oneness from what it's done to create its own heaven. You will not be apart from this heaven. You will be the heaven, you see. You will be the heaven for this one being. This one being. To dwell in forever and ever. Being the heaven is not being in paradise. It is far more sweeter than that. It is being paradise. What a thought. What a thought. All of this will create one beauty, one little pearl, one tiny, infinite state. And this one will have no mirrors. It will be of no substance that can create such wonders. No mirror required, you see. No more mirrors, no more need to see, smell, touch, hear, taste. No actions and experience required anymore. Beyond this mirror of truth is a mystery that you will not be separate from, that you are creating right now. So whatever you're doing, it's fine. It's not going to take one body and make this whole newness out of one experience, one body. You are simply a grain of sand as your body and mind in this whole. Truth. But contradiction is, you may be the paradise for this one to dwell in, but you will also be the dweller in your own paradise, as paradise, only experiencing paradise, not in your mind, but in allness, in oneness. No more words to describe this one. This idea, you see, this idea. No more speaking, no more nothing. Simply being encapsulated in love. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Beyond and beyond. Everything for one small thing. From such a colossal idea that turned into subsequent billions and billions and billions and billions of ideas in light years in time. One moment and it's gone.